All right, so again, good morning and thank you for joining this week's Weekly Wave. This week's call is going to be fairly short. We're still working on a few things here. To get right into it, I go into one of a couple of reminders, one being that we are still working on the dropout report. We're putting the final touches on the report itself to make sure that everything displays correctly to you. The dropout report in the wave will be where you can get the statewide, not statewide, but district-wide totals of your dropouts that you're familiar with. These are going to be the same look and feel that you were able to grab on the old dropout reports that are found in the standalone applications and single sign-on. So the reports itself in the wave will still be exactly how you're familiar with. Again, and we're still working on some final touches with that report to make sure that everything is very clear to you all. And as soon as we get a more concrete date of when that'll open, we will share that with you all. And we'll make sure to make any training and documentation available to you before the report ever opens, so you know what's going to happen and what's going on with that report before it ever opens. And we'll make sure to alert you all through our normal means, through Teams, the homepage of the Wave, and through our listserv when that report is getting a little closer to being ready to open. So you're looking for the dropout report again. You're not going to see it just yet. We should have it open hopefully within the next week or so, or 2 weeks. Our other reminder here is about the STN system. This is a standalone application now in single sign-on. So for those of you who are able to see this application, if you are seeing what you can see on my screen right now, it's referencing that you need to update something in your account before you can access the application. What you'll want to do is just click the continue button on the bottom left-hand side of your screen. It'll let you right into the report to the STN system, and you can see any possible resolutions that need to be corrected. We are working on the root cause of that pop-up, and we should hopefully within the next couple of months or so get this off of your report or give you directive on how you can update your account to get this pop-up to go away. But for right now, if you are seeing this transfer pop-up saying that you need to update your account, just press the continue button and it'll let you right in to the STN system where you can go and look at your resolutions. This is going to be one of the last slides for today. We are aware that previously there were, for some districts, a high number of attendance errors popping up that was able to be corrected this morning. So if you do have any attendance errors currently, either with your daily attendance or with your attendance code information that's being sent up to us, those are valid errors. So if you do want us to look at that, give you some directive on how to correct that, do reach out to us via phone or email, and we'll help you out there. And with the STN system, there are a few things that we are working on in the background. If you are in there and you're seeing possible matches with an STN number, but you're not able to see any of the if you're not able to see the name until you go and press the select button to the left of that STN to see an expanded view of all the demographics, including the contact information and whatnot, we are working on that. That is a very unexpected bug on our end. So here, hopefully within the next few days, our developers should be able to get that issue corrected. It's not going to cause any issue. It's just a display thing there that is a bug that we were not expecting to ever see. So we are working on that, as well as a few districts have reached out about seeing potentially inaccurate demographic information. And what you're seeing right now is still the very first piece of information demographic wise that the STN system captured for that particular student. So we are working with our developers to see if we can, throughout the year, have that information update. And so we'll keep you updated on that. But again, right now, there's no change between the old STN system and this new application in terms of demographic information. You'll still always see the very first piece of information demographic-wise for that student. And what I'm meaning by that, to be more specific, is that race, ethnicity information is going to be the very first piece of information that our system captured for that student. So if a previous district put it in, say, for example, a student that had the race of Asian, but in your student information system, they're Native American. That information on the STN system will show up as that student is Asian from the previous district. With updates, if that demographic information was updated in the previous school, you should be able to see that information on the application. So you see Native American across the board. But right now, again, that information, even if it's updated after the fact from the previous school district, you'll always see the very first piece of demographic information for that student. All right, so with that, if you do have any questions, concerns, now is the time to speak up. There is something in the chat that I will read now. Yes, Paula. Okay, there is some updates that we will be doing in terms of the data exchange between EdPlan and the WAVE. Right now, I'm not going to speak too much on it. We will be speaking about it more in depth here in the next couple of weeks. This is something that we're hoping to roll out next month. So for a lot of you, there's not going to be a whole lot of change in terms of day-to-day work. You're still going to be putting in your students' information into your student information system, and the exchange is still going to be happening kind of autonomously without you needing to send files or anything like that. We'll still be doing that on your behalf, but we are going to make the data exchange much more much easier for you to see changes and whatnot without having to wait the 24 to 48 or 72 hours that you're having to wait right now. But again, I'm not going to speak too much in depth with it this particular week, but we will be talking about that here in the next couple of weeks. We have guidance put together that we're finalizing with our special ed department right now. So it's coming. We will not leave you in the dark with that. I just don't want to speak on something and then have it change before we're actually ready to go live with that. So right, gonna go ahead and stop the recording here. So again, if you want to